All right, well, here we go, back with cheap exhaust, right? Well, part two, part three at this point. I'm kind of setting this up and building this just like anybody else with a garage. You know, I got some fairly nice tools and a nice shop, but you know, this should be about cheap exhaust. Anybody should be able to do this, right? I mean, you buy your $100 project bike, or at this point, $500 project bike, and you want to recreate some of this stuff. I mean, I've got a nice welder, but you know, you could use a Harbor Freight splatter box. It's perfectly fine. So again, I've modified all this. We tried it in the last video. Ground some of this stuff off, made it look better, did some okay splatter box welds. Tried it, it was too loud. Put a 4-inch version of this in it and ran it as baffle, $5. And it made a huge difference, but it was still just a tiny bit loud, but it sounded good. We're gonna run an 8-inch baffle. What I've done is I've put a piece of cardboard, piece of electrical tape on this, because what happens is when I slide it in here, I don't want it to go metal to metal because it's gonna create a rattle and it's gonna sound awful. So I'm just gonna slide this in. I mean, again, you know, like my welding table, we're just going super simple here. Something anybody can do with a little splatter box, you know, at home. So I'm gonna run it in. I'm gonna run it past that little detent that's in this adapter that I put in there. And it's gonna be in there nice and deep. Ha ha. It's in there. What I'm gonna do is, there's a hole where a bolt went through the side, and what I'm gonna try to do is just throw some weld in there and zap it up. And again, this is splatter box, it's nothing special. And the camera makes it look like the bike is right next against this. It is not, it's a couple feet away. I really do want to protect my bike. And again, I'm welding inside here, so it's not like we're gonna throw a ton of sparks everywhere. Again, be very careful. If you're gonna play with welders, don't set yourself on fire. Leave that to the professionals like me. All right, so I'm gonna try to give this a whirl. We'll see what happens. Camera's probably not gonna be too happy in there with it, but we'll try. All right, guys, here we go. Woo, not the best welding table, is it? Guess I got a ground problem, don't I? I'm gonna try to figure this one out, huh? That's still in the right place. Can't put it here because it'll be on top of it. This is all cheaply painted. What do we do, huh? Well, I guess I don't have much of a choice. How big does this guy go, right? Hey, look at that. Almost have success. That's not great, but again, we're taking this as a little DIY project. Not going to put too much crazy emphasis into it. Hey, the good part is it's not going to melt the garbage can because it's in the air now, right? This is so much fun. Again, it's so much fun to have nice stuff, use it professionally, and you know, have all the fancy tools. But hey, not everybody has those, you know? What if you're a kid just starting out on this stuff? I did a ton of stupid things. Hopefully this is like 1 or 2 steps above it, but let me give it another whirl. Let me see what happens. Should be real easy. Like I said, simple weld. Oop, got something. Cool. Woo! Piece of cake, right? Now just for good measures, I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna weld on the other side. You can hear that welder spool up. Yep, that's some nice heat penetration. Didn't put any holes in it though. I'll take that as a huge win, right? Alright, one more whirl here. Oh. Come on, welding table. One more time. Alright, well, you're going to have to trust me. I got a couple welds in there. I don't think that's going anywhere now. So the last thing to kind of do, the Rocket and a lot of newer bikes, fuel injected bikes, have O2 sensors on them. So I'm going to clean this up, let it cool off, and then I picked up a little O2 bung for a couple dollars. And I'm going to have to find the position. drill the hole, put this on with a pair of clamps real quick, and then do my best to weld it in. And I made sure, again, that's why I put the exhaust baffle way down in there, so that I know it starts where the flange size changes on this little cheap adapter. When I weld up in here and I put the O2 sensor in, it's not going to stick out. And then I give myself lots of room for that to mount in there. So let me keep going and we'll see how it goes. Alright, back at it, measured out where it's supposed to be here for this O2 sensor bung on my cheap exhaust. Used the unibit, drilled the hole, and of course if I had a pair of gloves I'd just put those on and do this, but we're winging it a little bit, safety first, right? Not going there. So on these little bungs, when you go to weld them in, they're angled and beveled so that they'll fit on the exhaust just right, which this one looks perfect. Again, flux core, spider box weld, simple. I'm not going high dollar on this one, but hey, safety first. Just I got the hood on, right? Got to protect the eyes. Be kind of pointless having a motorcycle doing all that work. You can't ride it if you're blind. So yeah, make sure you use a hood. Preferably something better than Harbor Freight. Not saying this project is much above that, but do a little bit of something for yourself, for your eyes. I mean, got to take care of them. Alright, I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to tack it in place. Oh, that's cool. Alright, that should hold it in place. I'm going to give it a fit test. See if everything lines up, and if it lines up, we'll come back and weld it together. Alright, I skipped the part about painting it. I'm sure everybody's seen, a $5 can of barbecue paint get applied to some exhaust, or not. But anyways, it got dark. It's not going to be the best video settings. I apologize, and I'm going to have a lovely assistant help me with the camera, so hopefully it's not too shaky here when I do a quick ride. You got to hear it run. I can say the difference between the 4-inch and the 8-inch baffle is pretty substantial. The 4-inch baffle sounds so much better. The 8-inch has just got this blattiness to it that I'm not really impressed with, but overall the 8-inch, I mean, it really quieted it down. I'm amazed that this cheap little Chinese exhaust piece, that's nothing. You can look it up on eBay. I'll have to find a part number or Amazon. I mean, it's just a cheap one. Coat of flat black paint on it. Welds covered up. I'm gonna have to find something to make that look better, obviously, but the O2 sensor's in, everything's in, it works, it fires up, and again, it's ridiculously cheap, but for a little fun project, why not, right? So all installed, O2's in again, everything's all there, and yes, it does throw flames. It's crazy. Again, the video's getting a little shaky. I'm gonna hop on it, I'll fire it up, we'll give you a revs, we'll see if we can get some flames coming out of it for a second or two. We'll try our best. Sorry about the shaky video, but we'll try our best to go around the block, because you got to see it and hear it. Again, sorry it's dark, but we'll give it a whirl. We'll see how it goes. I'll pass you off here, and then I will hop on. All right, let's do this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, lovely assistant.
Well, thank you.
I just put a brand new battery in it too tonight. The other one was just getting low on voltage. Hopefully I got enough charge in this. We'll see. I'm gonna be really embarrassed. I go to start it and it clicks, right? That would be my luck though tonight. Okay, fingers crossed. Fuel pump's on.